Today I'm diving into VHS Halloween, the newest entry in the long-running found footage anthology series. Lately there's been a theme and this one is focused on Halloween. And you know what? This is one of the better ones. Let me break it down for you story by story.
So we start with the wraparound story called Diet Phantasma. Now remember those cheesy taste test commercials from the 80s that were on TV? That's exactly what this is, except they're testing the secret ingredient with some rather deadly side effects. We get different test subjects in between each story, and it's a fun, twisted setup for the rest of the film. It's one of the better wraparound stories in the series. The first official story is called Coochie Coochie Coo. A couple of teenage girls enter this house while trick-or-treating and end up trapped by this woman with some seriously disturbing ideas of what motherhood means. It feels like you're walking through a haunted house trying to escape. This one's focused on the gross-out side of horror. Spoiler-free, but you may never look at milk the same way again. It's not a bad way to start things off. Then we kind of switch gears with Ut Supra Sic Infra. I guess that's how you say that. A group of ravegoers stumble into this back room while sneaking in, and they answer this phone they really shouldn't have. Later on, the police are doing their investigation, and there's a lone survivor. They take him back to the crime scene to do, their investigation, and they end up experiencing the same terrifying fate. This is one of the more serious and genuinely creepy ones. Definitely one of the standouts. Next up, Fun Size, that takes things in a lighter, goofier direction. A group of college kids break the rules by taking more than one piece of candy from this bowl while trick-or-treating, and they're transported to this bizarre candy warehouse run by a mascot called Fun Size. While trying to escape, they get to see how this strange candy is made. Now, this one's colorful, kind of gross, and it does have practical effects, but they are kind of fake looking, but it's all in fun. Nothing special, but at least it was entertaining. Then we get Kid Print, and this one's just really dark. This guy owns a business shooting videos of kids for identification purposes in case they go missing. Now, a kid goes missing and they want the video and he has to go to the store, and there's a bit of a twist there, and we get to see who's responsible for the missing kids and what's happening to them. It does end on a rather chilling note, which leaves you with this heavy feeling. It's the other serious story in the lineup, and this one is easily the most disturbing. And finally, they close things out with Home Hunt. This guy builds a haunted house in his backyard every Halloween, complete with props and scares. Now, this is going to be the last Halloween he's going to be able to do this, so he kind of wants to go out with a bang. He finds his cursed record at a local shop, and he plays it during that first tour, and things go left real quick. This one feels like the most traditional found footage setup, moving from room to room with the tension building as the reality kind of sets in. It's a solid ending that captures that Halloween vibe perfectly.
Overall, VHS Halloween delivers exactly what fans want. Creepy concepts, found footage chaos, and that mix of weird and terrifying that makes this series stand out. Now, it's not perfect. It does suffer from a lot of that found footage stuff. Some stories are a little bit stronger than others, but it's definitely a step up from the last entry. So if you've been wanting a Halloween anthology, this one might be one worth checking out. So what did you guys think? Which one was your favorite segment? Let me know in the comments, like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.